Master Your Mindset Radio, episode 118.
Welcome to Master Your Mindset Radio, the show where we empower you to discover your true self before the world told you differently. Now for your host, Elizabeth Nader.
Hey friends, welcome back to another episode. Today we will talk just for a short period of time on the battlefield of the mind. Well, we're always really talking about the battlefield of the mind, aren't we? Because that's really the focus of a lot of what I write about and talk about. But I was reminded today of this, reading a quote someone sent out at the end of their email from Joan of Arc. When is the last time you quoted Joan of Arc, 15th century martyr? But it's a great quote. And she is purported to have said, all battles are first won or lost in the mind. And you know, it's believable that she said that because you talk about someone being strong in her mind. I would definitely put Joan of Arc on that list of people who were strong in their mind and accomplished what they wanted to in the face of fear and ultimately torture in the way she was killed. But regardless, I think it's definitely a theme for life is if we look at what's in front of us and the battles that we have to fight, we have to understand that we win or lose them first in your mind. It's like another quote by, we'll move into now the 20th century, which is Henry Ford. He said, whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right. So if we believe those quotes, if we understand them and they resonate with us, we have to admit then that everything we face in life, we first must deal with it in our mindset, that we win or lose that battle first in our mind. So what does that mean? That means we have to think about what we're thinking about. That means that we have to set out to decide that we can win or lose something simply by the way we think. Is that true? I mean, that's a big statement. But I would argue that it is true because when we focus on the truth, and the truth is positive and it's about success and moving forward and winning battles, then results will follow that. But when we focus on the negative about what can't happen or scary things that could happen or feeling less than or feeling like we can't compete or we can't win, what will happen? Those very things. You have what you think about. We're told that often in the Bible to be careful what we think about and what we say because we have what we say and we really are what we think about. Do we take that seriously enough? I mean, do you really take that seriously enough? Now, this isn't to say that you can't have bad thoughts, that you can't have negative thoughts, that you can't have thoughts of overwhelm. But if you're facing a battle, and we all are, big or small, you have to be strong in your mind first before you're strong anywhere else. Any warrior, anyone in the military, anyone who's competed in an athletic situation, who has won against all odds, will tell you that that work is first done in the mind, in the mindset, believing you can win, seeing and visualizing that win, and having your brain follow that and actually produce that in real life. Now, you may go into a battle with the best mindset in the world and the most positive thinking and the idea that you can win, and things may not turn out the way you want. But I guarantee you, if you've gone into that battle with the correct mindset, with a winner's mindset, with a warrior's winner's mindset, that even if the results are not what you had hoped for, you will find something good in them. You will find a way to succeed in spite of that specific result because you've already set up a view on that battle as though you're a winner. You see yourself as a winner. So you've trained yourself to look at no matter what happens, to look at the results as a win for you, no matter what. And then what you will do is you will find those wins, even in what the rest of the world would call a failure or a defeat. This is how strong people get back up from a setback. This is how strong people really, chase after the difficult things in life, not concerned that if they fail, that they're done. Because in their mind, they're winning. Somehow or another, they are winning. So are you afraid? Are you afraid to face a battle? Because in your mind, you've already lost? Are you just assessing every risk possible and turning it over and over in your head before you can make a decision because you're afraid of the outcome? I would say then you've probably already lost. If the battle begins in the mind, then that's where you have to set forth your plan to win. You have to decide that first and foremost, you are a winner, that you are worth it, that you are valuable, that you deserve to win, that success can be yours. All of those things, first and foremost, you have to believe. Do you believe those things? I've posted plenty of podcasts that talk about dealing with limiting beliefs, finding those lies, replacing those lies with the truth. But if you can't make a decision, if you're just tossing and turning over something, if you're facing a battle that you don't know how to win and you're cowering from it, perhaps you need to step back and decide that the game plan, the winning strategy, first needs to be settled in your mind. And really settled, not just a positive thought that, yeah, I'm going to do well here. No, you're going to analyze your plans to win and say, where are my weaknesses? What lie am I believing? I want you to think about it as though all of your thoughts and all of your beliefs are like tiny little soldiers on the battlefield in your mind. You, as the general, must find where the weaknesses are. The weaknesses in your lines are where lies are being believed, where limiting beliefs are in effect, where you actually have little soldiers who think they're going to lose or think they're not worth it. You've got to think about all of that on the battlefield of your mind and decide to focus on and change and shore up the weaknesses that you have before you go into battle. But don't just analyze the risk and then hide behind the front lines because you're too afraid to push forward. You have to push forward, but do it in a way that says, no matter what I face, I'm going to win. I'm going to look at everything that happens and somewhere find the win in it. I'm going to have a winning attitude. I am going to face this battle with the idea that no matter what, there's a win here for me. And that really changes everything, because when you think about it, if you're expecting a win and you're determined that some kind of win will come out of this battle, then you really have nothing to lose. And I'll tell you what, an enemy who has nothing to lose is a scary enemy. You present a lot to your opposition, whatever that opposition is, when you have nothing to lose, when you know that you win no matter what. Winners and warriors have that attitude that no matter what happens, they're a winner. No matter what, they go into battle believing they will win. And even in the end, with someone like Joan of Arc, she left an indelible mark on this world, and I would say she won. She met a cruel end, but in a lot of ways, she won. Obviously, none of us want to meet that end, but we have these daily battles, win or lose. It's all about what we think about in our mind first. So I hope you can apply that today to anything you're facing. Decide in your mind you're winning no matter what. You don't need to be controlling the outcome. You don't need to be stressing the outcome. You don't need to be analyzing every single angle of it and every single risk and listening to everybody's opinion. You have to decide what the battle is, what the battle plan is, where your weaknesses are, shore them up, and move forward into that battle with the idea that no matter what happens, somehow, some way, you win and you benefit. And remember, in the words of Joan of Arc, before you do anything, that battle is first won or lost in your mind. Have a great week, guys.
Thank you for listening to Master Your Mindset Radio. Before you go, please visit ElizabethNader.com to learn more about the Mindset Maven and how she is guiding high performers to map their mindset to their message so they can effectively express who they are and why their ideas should win. Looking forward to seeing you online.